So yeah, people here are going to make that comparison between Miami and Florida State. So we know what the football's been on the field, where both have been down, but Miami's been better the last couple of years. So from an institutional standpoint, you had Miami tied for 19th with the University of Washington, and
yeah,
and so they surpassed Florida State in that ranking. And then also from a media market standpoint, shoot, Tallahassee's in the 100 range compared to Miami, of course, and it's not only Miami, it's just the entire South Florida TV market.
And Florida's probably, Florida State alumni are all over the state of Florida as well. So, it's not, you're not just isolated to there. But yeah, there's no, I can't think of metrics that would mean. You guys take a look here at the ACC. When you look at the ACC, you see there's actually kind of a gap, right? Duke is sort of in a land of its own. And then there's, Notre Dame, Virginia, North Carolina are kind of a little cluster. Next little cluster would be you guys, Georgia Tech and BC. And then there's a big gap before you start to go towards, Florida State, Pitt, Virginia Tech, Syracuse. Wake is, of course, a great school, but just isn't nearly in the realm of athletics with you guys competing in there. One thing I had, and we talked a little bit about this on the West Virginia channel. There's always talk about, could you guys add West Virginia to the ACC? And again, whether you're talking about politics or should you or could you, all the details. I think the first most important thing to look is like, would they qualify? And when we look at the data, they're in most regards, other than admissions selectivity. I mean, it's a better school than Louisville. So as long as Louisville's, and it's way, way better athletic history than Louisville. So as long as Louisville is not a mistake, then West Virginia probably wouldn't be an issue. If you were looking to grow. So that's just another piece there. But again, Carolina is kind of the gold standard of the conference. So I would say if the conference was to somehow break up, which seems unlikely given the whole grant of rights thing, you'd probably want to attach to them. But I think the other thing is people act like you can shift conferences like you move furniture between rooms in your house, and you don't, and you can't. And the other thing is university presidents don't want to. Like, they really generally like how things are, or else they're irked at how things are and looking to get out. I mean, I think you're going to see, and we're hearing more about it now. Certainly you saw that with the Big 12, where they all got miffed and they were all going to run around, and they actually didn't find anywhere to run around to, but they realized that we kind of like our little group, and they kept it together and patched the holes and Bob Bowlesby, like, awesome leadership, did a phenomenal job putting it back together. I think you're about to see that with the Pac-12. You're hearing a lot about, and we'll see what the Big 12 does as far as like making these people offers and everything like that. But it certainly seems, and John Wilner's got some good reporting on this today, that if the Pac-12 can survive by patching its holes, its universities would rather do that. Again, we'll see. That may change. That may change tomorrow. But you do see that schools don't like to flip around nearly as much as fans think they do.